everyone, whether you're watching this online at statechampsnetwork.com or you happen to be checking it out on social media, we hope you share it. This is our weekly Total Softball Player of the Year race update. Total Softball's Donnie Dreher is here. I am Lauren Plant, and we appreciate you checking this out. We know there's always a lot of buzz and activity regarding the Player of the Year race. We appreciate you guys hitting us up. You are commenting on Facebook and sending us emails and those kind of things, and we're following up with some of those players. So the list remains the same. However, we want to get you updated on how some of our top 10 are doing.
Yeah, before we get to the top 10, I'd also like to talk about, we talk about a lot of the big schools, but now the information we're getting on some great players out of these smaller schools such as, when I say smaller, ones that we don't hear as much about, like Grand Blanc, Lincoln, Granville. We've got Three Rivers, Lowell, Vicksburg, Eaton Rapids, Belleville, Delton, Kellogg, and another one's Ann Arbor Skyline. So we're getting some great information on kids from there, and appreciate the people that are sending it to us as well.
Right, and we mean not necessarily population-wise small schools, just programs that maybe are not as big in the softball world.
Right, they haven't had as much of the exposure, or maybe been teams that have been
Clarkstons and the Lake Orions and the Romeos and the Anchor Bays.
Exactly, and what's really helping us out also, this is a high school contest, but the club coaches are helping out a lot too, because they track their players that are in high school, and so they're giving us good information. An example is Michelle Brander Mativa, she runs out in Grand Rapids a place called Michigan Elite Softball, and she tracks her high school players, so she's giving us updates on some of her players. So any way that you can get to them, we keep telling you, send them to them. We really appreciate the updates. Now, talking about players on our top 10 list, an update, Lauren Essman. I told you she was both hitting and pitching. Right now, she's killing it pitching. From our watch list, Lanaya Bates, who's a junior from Grand Blanc, hitting .679. Lanaya's a speedy left-handed hitter, and .679 is awesome. She's a kid that's going to be going to Memphis.
Yep, we've got highlights of Grand Blanc on the show this week. You'll be able to watch it online and
awesome.
social media as well. Awesome.
And then an update on our phenom freshman, Lily Valamont. She's hit her 7th home run. She's up to .620, so she's still rolling from Cabrini, and as I mentioned, just a freshman. Some other kids I want to talk about, and these are some of the kids that normally we wouldn't hear about, and we're getting great information. One is Taylor Buter. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She's hitting .565 home runs. She is a senior from Granville. Another kid that's doing really well is Taylon Knapp. Taylon is hitting .775. I don't know if I get .775 off a batting tee. And we'll continue to follow to see the competition that she's playing. But 75 is awesome. She is Taylon is a junior from Vicksburg. And I was out at the Michigan game just recently, ran into legendary pitching coach Pat Brower, and he said, Donnie, remember this name, Grace Leto. She's a pitcher. He said in the last 6 months, her speed has jumped up 7 miles an hour. Grace is a junior at Eaton Rapids, and Eaton Rapids is in our top 25 teams.
Yeah.
So Grace is going to be challenged and going to be able to compete against some good competition. In fact, she's already got a statement win over Heartland, where she had 10 strikeouts. So currently 6-0. She's got a minuscule ERA of .214, so doing well. Another freshman that we're watching is from Canton, Kelsey Nader, a kid that at the club level is being recruited by some big programs. Kelsey's hitting .600 with a number of stolen bases. So these are kids that are just on what we call the watching list. And again, as these stats grow and we get better weather, then we'll start moving these kids up the list if they continue to put up these numbers.
So what you do is you go to statechampsnetwork.com. You click on the banner to vote for the Total Softball Player of the Year. The top 10 you will see. There is the watch list there, which you can click and see who's on the watch list. Then we have the watching the watch list of more players. And again, it just speaks to the great talent that we have here in the great state of Michigan. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and we will give you another update next week.